Yeah. Oops. I don't know how, but somehow I once again lost the game audio for the next 4 videos. Sorry about that. It's basically all of the Ilya arc. I will endeavor to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Yeah, sorry. Alright, I'm here. We're in the Ilya route. I almost said the wrong one. I almost said Sakai. We made it to the Ilya route, though. Which is baller, because that's what I wanted. We also have, like, the most stacked fucking squad imaginable. So let's just murder everyone. Oh, I'm actually 1 point short. That was a bad demonstration of how stacked my squad is, because it is actually really stacked. Yeah, we can just do this. Like, literally, just Killer Lance gaming. Can we talk about killer weapons in GBA and how killer weapons in GBA were just, like, for some weird reason, just better than steel weapons? Or at the very least in FE6. I don't necessarily remember whether that's the case in other GBA games, but certainly in FE6. You know what? We will just shoot you. We will just shoot you. Because I can have someone else finish him off, right? Because, like, in vanilla, that's the strategy with Zeiss, right? Is you get him a Killer Lance, and then he starts working. Like, those first, 50 combats he needs in order to get a Killer Lance? Because he starts out with D-ranked lances. Those first 50, it's really bad for him. Then, he gets the Killer Lance, and suddenly, he just, like, destroys everything. Because it's light enough that he can double with it, which a Steel Lance isn't. And, like, the extra crit chance is just, like, gravy on top. I guess we can short bow here. Since we're not killing with anything, we might as well use the worst weapon. No crit. I mean, like, I didn't crit with the killer weapons either, but... and we play a Rooney. Ring-a-ding-ding. So, for those who don't know, the gimmick of this map is... you can either go this way and fight a bunch of dudes, or you can wait, like, 7 turns, and then a bridge shows up over here. And the idea is it's like the tide going down or whatever. I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do the one where you wait and the tide goes down. I think that's much, much easier. You could also theoretically, like, warp skip this map or flyer skip this map. There is a ballista that's supposed to, like, discourage you from flyer skipping, right? Oh, well, oops. But you get the Delphi shield, like, right beforehand, so, like, it does a bad job of discouraging you. But... I don't know... I might, like, fly Ray over there, right? I'm definitely gonna send Melisse over to fight Ballista Island. But I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna be able to kill the boss. Nice. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna be able to kill the boss just with Melisse. I could bring Priscilla, I suppose. That would be pretty baller. This squad is so stacked. Dozier is, like, my worst unit, and he is still incredible. Like, I love this hack. It is just an absolute fucking power trip. It's very satisfying to play these maps that are generally pretty difficult and just have, like, the most stacked team that you can imagine. Yo, Dozier, can you just, like... you can hand axe here, right? And everyone else go up. I mean, so the classic is to send Zeus in the arena here, because, then he can, the classic is send Zeus in the arena, because then he can build his weapon rank, and get the killer lances. But, we don't really need to do that, because our Zeus, or our Zeus equivalent, Melisse, is just... she's something else. So now you die. Now you die. Oh. Wait. No, you don't. Okay, that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna go ahead and rescue drop Laughin out of ballista range then. Take you, drop you. I guess, who do I want to send in the arena then? Like, I guess Dugat probably has a pretty good chance, right? I forget if you take your weapon in. I believe you do. It's against a general. Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. He's so dead. Even with a silver lance. Wait, he doubles us? No. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Crisis averted. Dugat is baller. We got some gold. Let's heal him up. Heal a Rooney. I do need to purchase some more heal staffs, I feel like. I'm running a little bit short on those, which is a little, like, weird to say because my convoy is clogged to hell. But I don't think I actually have any heal staffs left in the convoy, and I don't want to run into a situation where, like, I don't have heal staffs available. So next chance I have to buy those, I will. Let's also grab another Killer Axe and another Killing Edge. Because this is another situation where we're buying killer weapons. And a Hand Axe, and a Hand Axe, and I think we're good. And now we're just waiting. Now we just wait. Because I want the tide to go down, and then I'll charge across the sandbar. But the tide never goes back. This isn't like that engage map where it's like tides up and tide down, which would be awful because in this game, a lot of units just wouldn't be able to move when the tide was down, or tide was up, because it would just be water, and a lot of units just like get zero move as a result. Look at that. Fucking gaming. I don't even know if the Delphi shield was necessary there. Like, oh no, 1 damage. I'm so terrified of it. It's just, I'm quaking in my boots. Do you hear me? Do you hear how scared I am? I'm just so scared. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, I am actually scared. Wait, fuck. Okay, new plan. Don't do that. Okay, that was 21, right? So I live the Ballista and the Purge. Or I can go kill the... Oh no, I can't kill the Purge guy because this guy's blocking the way. Okay, I think I kill him, I live, and then I can go back for healing. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. What is your range? So you can go 1, 2, 3. So we go to here. We dance. And then I think we put Shea like just outside of range. I think that's probably the correct thing. So it's 1, 2, 3. Put her here. 1, 2, 3. Put her here. And she's gonna probably grab the Delphi shield from Melise. 1 release goes back for healing, and then she's gonna kill the Purge Bishop. I think that's the correct thing to do. Alliance, go ahead and visit the village. Yay, Tina staff. Oh hey, I mean that helps a little bit with my healing staff problem, right? And then Fitger, go ahead and kill here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I think we have Dozier kill the other Cav. We only have like 2 units left to recruit as well. Like, I'm assuming that Yoder and Nime get combined, and I'm assuming that our route split options get combined, much like they did with Echidna and Barter for Bartina. I'm assuming that Dane gets combined with the 3rd Pegasus, whose name I don't remember, into some sort of Kinshi Knight equivalent thing, and I'm very excited for that, because I fucking love Kinshi Knights. So that'll be absolutely baller, but until then, I think we just wait. And I guess we could theoretically, like, use this as an opportunity to build supports, but I don't even know that we need supports. Our team is so stacked. Like, it's pretty incredible. Although that said, like, Melise being as strong as she is and still take... I guess her weakness is her resistance. But, like, the fact that I can still take that much damage from an enemy does have me scared as to how things will scale. Because right now I feel, like, more powerful than I ever have, right? I think we just do this. Right now I feel more powerful than I ever have playing FE7. But, like, how long is that going to maintain? Because you theoretically, like, eventually I'm gonna get to a point where having a larger army of, like, flunkies or whatever might be better than having, like, well, I say that, but, like, is it? Because having a bunch of... having, like, Dugat plus Priscilla plus Melise... like, that's 3 units who are stronger than you will ever get in a vanilla playthrough. And then, like, all of my flunkies... like, guns... This unit is a filler unit with 23 strength and nearly the HP cap. And I'm considering him filler. That is just how strong the cast is here. So maybe I'm like more scared of the problem than I should be. Cause I think that a team with this many good units is probably gonna be successful at whatever it wants to do. Okay, so I think we go here. And then next turn, you kill the Purge Bishop, and you kill the Ballista guy. And everyone else, I guess Ray move up, right? Like, everyone else kind of prepare for the Sandbar, but it's gonna be a while, so we don't have to care too much. Yeah, Ogier kills this, Thunder Mage. Or hopefully he kills him. 66 is not the greatest hit in the world. I guess the weird thing is, right, like, the way that my units are sort of distinguishing themselves is by having good hit rates. Which, I mean, it's FE6, so maybe that's not that weird. But I tend to think, you know, speed and strength are, like, what makes the units be good. But, like, the units that I'm most valuing, obviously, like, you know, Priscilla has really high offensive and defensive stats, right? But, like, the thing that I most value about him is he can, or she can regularly hit enemies, which is something like Dugat has really high offensive and defensive stats, but can't regularly hit enemies. So it's certainly interesting. It's certainly an interesting, like, cast dynamic we've got. Who here has, like, 2 range, right? Do all of you have 2 range? So, Killer Lance. So it's just 2 Javs and a Mage. I think Shea will be fine. We're gonna knock out the Perch guy, and then... oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we're not gonna knock out the Perch guy. And then he's gonna move to a point where I can't get him, which is gonna be very unfortunate. Maybe Alance is gonna be, like, on basically permanent escort duty, because, like, these stats are really impressive in vanilla, but they're kind of just the weakest person in my squad right now. Other than, like, Doge, who's sort of a filler unit. So maybe Alance will, like, rescue Ray, and just be an extra, like, some extra movement for Ray, right? To get to the throne earlier. Or the gate earlier. And everyone else can just sort of go here. Oh wait, no, it's the diagonal, it's not the top. Okay, so you are dealing a surprising amount of damage to Shea. 8 is not nothing. I kind of expected my Pegasus Knight. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, that's an FE7 moment, or an FE6 moment if I've ever seen one, right? Like, just... You have the ability to one-round this unit, but you miss it. Like, here we go. Okay, here we go. Lord Akato, the path from the sea has appeared. According to the locals, the tide pulls up this time of day. We're foreigners! Okay, there we go. Mr. Baldman. Let's raise at level 20 now, right? So, if we ever get a drop of experience on Ray, I might as well just fucking delete my YouTube channel at that point. Because I've wasted experience and I'm cringe. That, in case it is not obvious, is a joke. So... I do think dropping Ray, like sending Alliance forward and then dropping Ray is probably how I want to deal with this. So that I have another tough combat unit on the ground. Who would have thought that I would ever say that about my Lord in Fire Emblem 6? But, yeah, Ray is a tough combat unit. It's kind of incredible. Like, the overwhelming strength of these units kind of makes me want to see what a 0% growths playthrough of the no redundancy patch would look like. Just because, like, this team is so stacked. This cast is so stacked that, like, I'm wondering... How would it be easier than vanilla, or would it be harder than vanilla? Because in vanilla, you have a lot more flunkies, and like one of the things about 0% growths, right, is like leveraging your flunkies, finding what tasks people can accomplish, and maximizing the number of tasks people accomplish, right? And when you don't have as many of those units, it becomes harder. But on the flip side, if you get units that are so overkill strong that they don't really need help from flunkies, as has happened in the Birthright 0% growth run with Ryoma, then it loops back around to easy, because, like, you only have to worry about Ryoma. You don't have to worry about what the flunkies are doing. And I'm wondering, like... I'm just wondering how this game would feel without growths. Because, like, sure, a lot of my units currently are good on account of good bases, but, like, some of them are good on account of good growths, and I feel like the lack of those units might be felt... Like, Shea would not be hanging out this strong in a zero growths context, but she's one of my all-stars, so that's a member of my team just sort of knocked down, knocked off. So stuff like that. Melisse would probably still be good, but she wouldn't be, like, as godly as she is. Priscilla would probably be about as good as they are. Because Priscilla is just baller. Is just fucking baller. Do I have a second Javelin, or... I think I traded the second Javelin to Melisse. Which is unfortunate, but Melisse can come up there and trade it back, because Melisse has 2 now. Yeah, because Melisse had to hand the Delphi shield over, so she took the second Javelin, which is fine. Like, I'm trying to break as many things as I can, because it frees up convoy space, basically. Which is... It's good to do, because FE6 convoy be like, you have no items left. Always. Okay, I'm wondering... Yeah... Maybe I just have Melisse fight this group. And Shea can just, like, back off. I don't really want to face the Killer Lance or the Silver Lance with anyone, so I think Shea just backs off. I will grab a Javelin with her, though. And she'll grab a Jav and go up north. And so then she can help out over here. This guy got Purge. No, but he does have Sleep. That could be a problem. I mean, I've got the Restore Staff, but it's just something to be a little bit worried about, I guess. Look at this fucking unit. Look at him go. Oh no, I got a kill with him. Now I'll never live it down. I'm so cringe for wasting the experience. Anyway. Ooh, we can just choppy. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Alright, and then you can choppy. Crit, please. No. Unfortunate. I mean, still, no damage, because Dugan is just a giant ball of stats with every stat except for dexterity. And resistance, I guess, also. Alliance, can you, like, do a thing at all? Yeah, you can actually do some things. And I like your palette. I really like the red and the green mixed together. Like, I'm not a fan of Christmas in general, like, the holiday or whatever, right? But, like, I love the color scheme. And not because it's Christmas, but because I think red and green is, like, a really cool color scheme to go together. Which, you know, would explain why the Cavaliers in Fire Emblem, like, why they do Christmas Cav, because I think it's a cool color scheme. And I'm assuming someone on the design team clearly agrees with me. Because they also think that red and green is a cool design scheme to have. It's just, I just think they're neat. We'll rescue you. And we'll drop them near to the throne. Or actually, Shea can probably do that next turn. Yeah, does anyone else... I don't think anyone else needs to move. Like, Fitger and Dojier are fine as is. Ooh, it's a 50-50. That's not great. Okay, that's good. That's good. And you can kill him. So what I can do is this, right? Shea, take drop. And you can go ahead and stabby with the Iron Lance. Nice, nice. Oh, I thought that was a crit. The horse doing the little, like, backup hoof thing is an animation that's drawn out for long enough that I kind of assumed it was a crit. But it wasn't. And that's a-okay. What have we got here? We got a Paladin. Oh, that it's a Cardo, right? I think that's a Cardo. Yeah. I theoretically, like, I can start warp skipping maps now. Because I do have warp, and I've got all of my warp uses and all of my Himmern uses. So the question just becomes, like, what are the maps I want to warp skip, right? Chapter 21, I think, could be fun to play, but is also fun to warp skip. Chapter... well, I hate playing 21X, so I'm probably going to warp skip 21X, because I really just don't like that map. It's not the worst of the Gaidens, but it's still a Gaiden, and the Gaidens are all pretty bad. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. Oh, hello. That's why you always check weapons. Y'all don't make the same mistake that I did. Check weapons. Check weapons. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. Hashtag never punished, though. So I can kill one of those armor knights with someone clearing the way to the boss. Probably Ray, actually, because I don't think Ray reaches the throne, but Ray definitely reaches an armor knight. And then Priscilla can kill the other one, and then we can fight the boss next turn and seize, and bada bing, bada boom. Alliance is fine. I gotta remember to check reinforcement data, but all's well that ends well. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Okay, I think Dojier is fine against the pegs, because they're just pegs, and Dojier is, like, you can just have an axe. It's all okay. You are healing AI, so that's also good. What do you do? Fire. Okay. So I think what we do is you can kill from there and block further reinforcements. So we do that to start out. Pew pew. Can we dance Melise? I don't think so. We can dance that square, which I think sends Melise away from where she wants to be. So Melise, go ahead and jab there. 18, I'm fine taking that. Pew pew, pew pew. Okay, and then we use a fireball to kill the Horse Slayer dude. And yeah, fireball to kill the Horse Slayer dude, or I guess thunderball to kill the Horse Slayer dude. It's still going to be 100% accurate, so that's fine. And this will be more damage to a Cardo than a physical weapon would be. And then Shea crit this Armonite. Oh, don't even need to crit. Just fucking 100% accuracy. The killer weapons are so baller. It's even more so in Binding Blade because, like, the extra hit is very important in Binding Blade when it's, like, not as important in other games, or at the very least, like, it's not as needed. Yeah, so then we end turn. And, like I said, I don't think Dozier is going to have any problems with the Pegasus Knights. He's got a hand axe equipped. So we really just have to worry about what's going on up here, right? We got to kill a Cardo so that Ray can seize, I think is the plan. Because that Archer will deal like 14 to Melise, but Melise is so bulky that she can take it. It's just not a big deal to her. Arrows bounce off of her Wyvern scales. And then Dozier is just gonna fuck him up. Dozier, fuck him up. But yeah, all in all, easy chapter. I think this is, in vanilla playthroughs, generally a bit of a breather chapter. And in LTC, this chapter is interesting because you can't, under any circumstances, wait for the fucking tide to go down. So you have to do, like, flyer warp skip stuff, which can be very fun and interesting. I feel like I would like getting into LTC at some point, but I don't know what, like, game or format would be a fun one to try. So if y'all have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, because I think it'd be cool. I've been getting more, I've been following, like, more LTC stuff and trying to see what are some good ones to do. What would be some fun ones to try to, even if I can't, like, necessarily get any records or anything, right? Like, just to fuck around with weird formats. Because I like that sort of weird shit. Like, give me that weird shit. Okay, what if we do you, and then we dance you, and we'll rescue Laughing out. Because, like, at a certain point, like, turtling becomes such an overpowered thing that it's kind of like, why would you, like, where's the challenge when you're going slow, right? I guess is what I'm thinking of. No, I guess it depends on the game, too. Because, like, there's plenty of games that are still challenging when you take them slow. Like, especially on the higher difficulties, things like Shadow Dragon Hard 11. Or Shadow Dragon Hard 11. Shadow Dragon Hard 5. Shadow Dragon is Fire Emblem 11. I think my brain was just switching between saying Shadow Dragon and FE11, and it decided to go for Shadow Dragon Hard 11. Can you fucking imagine how goddamn power-crept enemies would be on a difficulty called Hard 11? Like, fucking, the Shadow Dragon is so unplaytested. Hard 5, I mean. Can you imagine just how bad something of scale Hard 11? That would be more than twice the hards. As a reminder, that blank level up is a lot less sad when you... Oh, it is actually pretty sad. I kind of assumed that she had some capped stats. What the fuck, Priscilla? Fucking cringe. Let me just go back. And Dojier will be fine. Pegasus Knight, attack. I guess I could have moved Dojier to the left to allow him to enemy phase more pegs. Theoretically, it gets him more experience on that one turn, but I also don't know how much I care about Dojier's experience. Like, he is very much a filler unit who just happens to be a filler unit that is able to one round. Because I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but my team is pretty fucking stacked. Is he even a filler unit? He's like, it's fucking high speed, high strength. Like, this unit was super worth training. Are Ogier's growths really good? Because I know Deke is not good long term. Are Ogier's growths really good and he's just like not worth training because his bases are so garbage? Is that what's going on with the mix there for Dojier? Because I promoted him as a meme because I thought it would be funny, but like, he's actually kind of baller. What a pathetic ending to the video. Bye-bye.